In 2026, the World Cup footprint expanded to 16 host cities across North America. For the first time, 48 nations entered the group stage, creating the largest field of competitors in the history of the sport. But the increased volume of teams created a high-risk environment for the traditional powers. Within the first 2 weeks, the group stage began filtering out world-class rosters. Iran was eliminated by a single goal in their final group match. Germany, despite their historical pedigree, exited early after failing to secure a win in their opening 2 fixtures. Morocco's victory over the Netherlands in a sudden-death shootout further proved that a higher world ranking was no longer a reliable shield against elimination. The 48-team expansion did more than just add more matches to the calendar. It forced every favorite into a longer knockout gauntlet, where the risk of a single bad day is magnified. This shift introduces the round of 32. Now 32 teams enter a sudden death grid. Reaching the final requires surviving 4 consecutive knockout games, increasing the probability of an off night or injury. Statisticians call this knockout variance. Extra single elimination games erode a superior team's advantage. The addition of a 4th knockout round means that technical superiority over 90 minutes is frequently secondary to surviving the volatility of a single match. A single elimination format rewards teams that can successfully defend for 90 minutes and force a match into a penalty shootout, where the technical gap between nations narrowed significantly. Paraguay utilized this exact path to remove Germany. By maintaining a disciplined defensive block and winning the resulting shootout, they bypassed Germany's tactical advantages entirely. Cape Verde and Senegal have followed a similar blueprint, using the chaotic nature of the extra knockout round to stay alive against deeper, more expensive rosters. For these squads, the extra match isn't an obstacle. It's an opportunity to pull an elite opponent into a high-pressure scenario where a single mistake decides the winner. The 32-team knockout stage effectively creates a scenario where any lapse in concentration from a top-tier nation results in immediate exit. While individual match variance is high, the overall structure of the bracket created an even larger hurdle for the tournament favorites. The 48-team seeding created an imbalanced bracket. On the left, Argentina's path avoids top-tier nations until the final stages. On the right, France, Spain, Portugal, and Belgium share the same quadrant, guaranteeing 3 are eliminated before the semifinals. This means a team's path to the trophy is determined as much by the luck of the draw and their placement in the bracket as it is by their performance. Navigating this expanded bracket requires more than just skill. The physical demand of playing 8 matches to win the trophy instead of 7 places an extreme strain on the players. In a 32-team knockout field, a single moment of fatigue or a momentary lapse in coverage results in a flight home. As the bracket collapses from 32 teams down to the final 2, the margin for error is effectively 0. The 2026 format tests a squad's depth and recovery time as much as their ability to score goals. The team that reaches this trophy will have survived the most volatile tournament structure in the history of international football. Winning the 2026 World Cup requires a nation to be the best in the world, but more importantly, it requires them to be the last one standing after a month of structural chaos.